What's going on, family? Scrapbook Boxing Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series, March 18th, 1983. It was a very special year for me. I remember I was in high school, had a cut class in third period, walk over to the train station, hop the turnstile, take the train down to Times Square, Atlantic City Express, caught that bus, 3-hour ride to Atlantic City Boardwalk. All that just to try and get a ticket. And fortunately for me, I was able to get a ticket for that fight, second row, to witness Michael the Jinx Spinks and Dwight Braxton. What a moment. Michael the Jinx Spinks was a 1976 Olympic gold medalist in the middleweight division in Montreal, and he was the only fighter in the 1976 Olympics that I have yet to see professionally live. I did witness Sugar Ray Leonard, Howard Davis, Leon Spinks, as well as Leo Rudolph. But I've yet, and these were all gold medal winners, but I've yet to see Michael Spinks. And what better way to see him than against Dwight Braxton? Now, Dwight Braxton, I knew his story. He was born January 5th, 1953, Baltimore, Maryland. His family moved him over to Camden, New Jersey to get out of trouble. He stood 5 foot 7 inches and had 71-inch reach. He had total bouts at that point. But his career was 53 total bouts, 41 wins, 25 knockouts, 11 losses, and 1 draw. Qawi would spend 5 years in Royal State Prison for armed robbery. He was a chief sparring partner for James Scott. After 20 victories, he defeated fighters such as Mike Rossman, knocked him out in 7 rounds. James Scott defeated him in 10 rounds, unanimous decision in Royal State Prison. Saad Muhammad fought him twice. I was at one of those fights in Atlantic City. And he defeated Saad Muhammad in stunning fashion both times. Eddie Davis, he was TKO'd 11 rounds. Lost to Michael the Jinx Spinks, 15 rounds. Unbelievable. This was at the Convention Hall in Atlantic City. Now, Michael Spinks, July 22nd he was born, 1956, St. Louis, Missouri. He had total bouts of 32, 31 wins, 21 knockouts, and 1 loss. He eventually lost to Mike Tyson, first round knockout, 90 seconds. Michael Spinks stood 6 foot 2.5 inches, 76 reach. He won the Olympic gold medalist in the middleweight division, 1976. May 4th, 1980, he fought a fighter by the name of Murray Sutherland. Sutherland had a fighting record of 16-4 at that time, defeated him in unanimous decision. October 18th, 1980, Yaki Lopez. Yaki Lopez had a fighting record of 49-10. And the thing with Yaki Lopez, he was in 2 outstanding fights with Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. One of them I was at, the Philadelphia Spectrum. That was an unbelievable fight. That 8th round was a classic. March 28th, 1981, he fought Marvin Johnson. Marvin Johnson had a fighting record of 27-4. Atlantic City, I was at that fight. July 18th, 1981, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. Muhammad had a fighting record of 38-5-1. That was for the WBA Lightheavy Championship strap. It was vacated. And Saad Muhammad, to this day, feels as though he was robbed. This was September 18th, 1982. He fought Johnny Davis. Johnny Davis had a fighting record of 13-3-0. I remember Johnny Davis making a statement, stating that his 6-year-old son would beat both Dwight Braxton and Michael the Jinx Spinks. And then he would fight Michael the Jinx Spinks. I gotta tell you, Dwight Qawi and Jinx Spinks was some fight. Michael Spinks on the cover of all the magazines. He was the man at that time. Like I said, he had won the 1976 gold medal in the middleweight division. And he was the light heavyweight champion. Here you had Dwight Braxton putting a smash in Sadge Muhammad's face. Unbelievable. Here, Michael Spinks down. Now, referee Larry Hazard called it a slip. And that drew quite controversy because many people didn't think it was a slip. Here you have Dwight Qawi looking down at Michael Spinks once again. I'll tell you, Qawi, two-fisted fighter, come forward at all times. Learned a lot in state prison with James Scott. He was some fighter. Beautiful uppercut attempt from Michael Spinks. But as you can see the awareness of Dwight Braxton, two hands blocking the punch. You don't throw an uppercut or a body punch from the outside. This will happen with an experienced fighter. Look at that overhand right thrown by Dwight Braxton. Michael the Jinx Spinks. As you can see here, Larry Hazard, who was the referee at that time, looking on. Larry Hazard would become the New Jersey boxing commissioner. Met him several times. Professional all the way. As you can see, Michael Spinks was dropped by Dwight Braxton. Now I'm going to show you something. I told you I was in the second row of this fight. This is me right here. Scrapbook boxing. It was an outstanding fight between these two outstanding fighters. Salute these great fighters. We'll show you skills of Dwight Braxton. Take a look at Dwight Braxton's left hand. Total defense. And look at his right hand. Get ready to chop down the lazy left jab body attempt by Michael Spinks. Now after he knocks down that right hand, he's going to come over the top with the same right. And that's the fight, the punch he dropped Michael Spinks with. That's called 674. Or C74, excuse me, like his island move. When you take your left hand and you parry it over, blocking punches, and take the right hand, block the opposing punch, and you come over the top to the temple or the chin of your opponent. He's rotating both arms, confusing your opponent. You learn that in jail. Look at the left hand of Dwight Braxton. Puts it on top of Michael Spinks' head, pulling him down, trying to uppercut him with his right hand. Another old school trick. Look at the cross arm defense, blocking Michael Spinks' left jab, and Michael Spinks is on the wrong side of Dwight Braxton to counter or do any damage to him. Outstanding fight. The brawl for it all, and that it was. Fascinating fight. Now that's a beautiful jab that Michael Spinks threw. But if you notice, and he threw it to the chest, and that brings down the chin of Dwight Braxton, preparing Michael Spinks' right hand called the Jinx. But the problem is, Dwight Braxton fought with his chin down, kept coming, and he's knocking down the jab of Michael Spinks. Michael Spinks would eventually win this fight and become the undisputed light heavyweight champion. Salute Michael Spinks. Job well done. And salute to Dwight Braxton, fascinating fighter. It was a pleasure of mine to be there. A fight that I always remember. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Scrapbook Boxing Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. All great fights and all great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel. Michael the Jinx Spinks, fascinating light heavyweight. He did not represent that heavyweight division well. And I still got a problem with him with the Larry Holmes fight. But salute to Michael Spinks, dynamite fighter. The Jinx Spinks.